Since Tuesday.
Wow.
I'm sure he knows it's here. He's pretty good at.
Yeah.
Check. I downloaded a bunch of new sounds, but I don't think I pulled them out.
Damn. I'm
Much
so
more
not a
clear.
watch guy. Watches are very uncomfortable on me.
Really? Is it because from all that time you worked, or still work out? Like.
Yeah, probably.
You don't want to watch on if you're laying tile and stuff like that. Or construction gets in the way.
Yeah. This just cannot be.
All right, yeah, I'm not on the internet, so I can't do it anyway, so I'm stuck with what I got. Like this.
Yo.
So,
Are we recording?
intro?
Nice.
Dorks. And you probably don't even like Star Wars.
I am not I've seen the first three. I haven't seen like the new
ones? No. Well, then you're not missing out. Jar Jar Binks,
I know Jar Jar.
worst character ever.
Yeah, I know Jar Jar.
He's a Jar Jar Binks. They got sued for Jar Jar.
Really?
The Jamaican community said you made Jamaicans sound stupid, which Jar Jar Binks was.
But was he Jamaican?
I mean, he came across as Jamaican. Yeah.
Really? I did not know that.
His accent and all that. And the shortening of certain words.
Yeah.
So they sued George Lucas. And he's probably got enough money, he just paid him off.
Yeah, George
He just
Lucas
paid
is
him
not
off.
worried about a couple Jamaicans suing him.
No, now that he sold to Apple for $4 billion. How
Did
much
he
was
really?
it? Was it billion?
I don't know.
Sorry, not Apple. Disney.
Disney?
Disney owns Star Wars. That's why you're going to see like 3 movies a year from November on.
Google, Disney, and Apple are buying everybody.
Yeah, they just own everything.
You know
like
you've made
Beats,
it.
The Beats.
Yeah.
Apple bought the Beats. That's what it was.
They did? Yeah. See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
you know you've made it.
That was $4 billion. That's where the $4 billion was. I forget how much the Star Wars franchise was.
$4 billion
$4 billion
headsets?
for headsets. Yeah. But you've
doesn't
heard
sound
these.
right.
They sound good.
They do, but I mean, $4 billion for headsets.
I mean, it's that patent. And you know what's funny is it's not even him. He has to give a bunch of that money away to the people who actually made this stuff. You know, Dr. Dre. Is it Dre? Yeah. Dre ain't sitting around with wires.
Dr. Drizzle.
Like, yeah.
I don't know.
You just see him making headphones.
You're telling me Dr. Dre didn't...
He didn't design
He didn't
these.
design... Well, he designed them, but he didn't create...
I bet you he didn't even make that symbol. At least I made my own symbol.
Dr. Dre didn't solder the wires
Nope.
on the first set of beats.
I know you're really surprised.
Very surprised. It's amazing to me.
He's straight out of Compton, too.
Or so I've heard. A couple thousand times. Yeah.
I wish I had the sound effect I was looking for because I found gunshots and stuff over the weekend.
Straight out of Compton. Gunshots would have been
It sounds like a gunfight.
relevant.
It sounds like a total gunfight.
Have you seen the movie?
No.
Are you going to?
When it comes out on video, probably.
Have you seen any of the hip hop movies? Like, have you seen like 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying?
No.
I think you'd like it.
Really?
Yeah. And
his stuff's pretty well produced. I played his video game back in the day. I think it was 50 Cent, which was a video game that was under his name. Good game.
So
Dust and Sand or something.
Get Rich or Die Trying. That's the 50 Cent movie. Then you have Notorious, which is
I haven't seen Notorious.
I haven't seen that one either. I've seen bits and pieces. Not half as good as
What
Get
about
Rich
the
or
Michael
Die.
Jackson one?
What's it called?
I think it's just called Michael Jackson or Michael. It came out like a year ago, 2 years ago.
No, I haven't seen that one. But like Hustle and Flow is the movie that
I've heard of Hustle.
What's the new show? Empire.
Oh, so that was
That's kind of
like
Empire's
Empire?
like the spinoff, I guess. But Hustle and Flow is a great movie. There are some good movies, you know that.
I mean,
talk about
I go back
hip-hop.
way back from the college days when I had a lot of friends that were black. You know, like Set It Off.
As opposed to now.
With Bachman is it, and we're not really friends. So enemies, frenemies, frenemies.
Yep.
But you ever see
Set It
Set It
Off?
Off?
Yeah.
Great movie.
Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All those Soul Food. I mean, these aren't hip hop, but
Yeah. No, I
mean,
get what
that's
you're saying.
It's more black
Set
culture.
It Off was a hip hop.
Was it considered a hip hop?
It's a hip hop movie.
What about The Wood?
The Wood.
Yeah, it's the 4 guys in the wedding.
Not familiar.
It's a good movie.
Really?
Yeah.
No, there's some good hip hop based movies because it's a genre. I mean, it's a legitimate culture now. You know.
Yeah. Do you like hip hop?
I listen to it.
What about? I mean, some of the beats
I don't
are great.
listen to the new stuff.
But what about the message?
Yeah, that's what I mean. The new stuff is not for me. The older stuff, you know, I don't know, maybe because you're growing up and you're young, but You know, I was always
that stuff when we were younger, like,
was bad.
Yeah, and it was bad. But now we look back and it's not as bad, which is scary.
Yeah.
Because what are our kids gonna listen to? Just straight up music about
what? Yeah, that's the thing. So, but you can't tell me that you listen to hip hop. You're not taking it word for word, are you?
No, the same as when I used to listen to Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, you're not gonna go.
It's for show for a lot of it. Manson stuff was always for show.
Yeah.
Antichrist Superstar. He just wanted to piss people off,
and
especially parents.
And sell records.
Yeah,
and he did both. You know,
beautiful people.
So I think the kids today are taking it a little bit maybe more literally than they probably should. They want to live like this lifestyle. But maybe it was always like that. But
do you think Twitter makes it more real?
Definitely.
So not even that it's Twitter's fault. Let's just say the artist has to keep up the facade constantly.
It's easy to do that
There
now.
was my radio show that Ron and Fez talked about this one day. He said, back in the day, someone like James Brown.
Name dropping the competition.
Name dropping competition, yeah. Well, first off, they don't exist anymore. Fez is running around somewhere in St. Pete.
Really?
Having heart attacks, yeah. And Ron's now on with his daughter. They're called Bennington. Plug. Bennington. Love you guys.
Do you listen to that now?
Yeah.
Bennington?
Yeah. His daughter's great. She's just as funny as him. Her laugh is infectious.
All right.
She's got a cute way of coming about things. But they had this discussion.
Stay away from any women that where the adjective infectious is used.
Yeah. Yes.
It's a general rule of thumb of mine.
PSA.
You know? Yeah.
Stay away from infectious women.
Yeah.
That's infected.
Yeah.
So, anyways, the way they described it was back in the day, James Brown would go to a show, be James Brown, and then be himself when he got off the stage.
So yeah, it was an act. Yeah, but that's not the case now.
Elvis could go do his thing, get off stage. Now, with Twitter, and you have to keep up with it if you want to keep relevant, you have to be in character.
Yeah,
constant.
because you have people taking pictures of you. Everybody's cell phone has a camera now.
And look at Lady Gaga. She did it, and then she stopped. Have you heard anything about Lady Gaga?
Who is Lady Gaga? You know, like Lady Gaga's nobody now.
Lady Gaga, yeah.
The thing with the hip hop artists now and the kids now is that, you know, it's almost like they're not in reality. You know what I mean? Is that Gaga?
Yeah, but I think this is the problem with this hookup. You can't hear the left track, and it sounds like garbage. You're supposed to hear her right now going, "Show me your teeth."
Oh, really?
Show me your teeth. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
She's singing right now, and you just can't hear it.
You can't hear it.
You definitely can't, right? Yeah. Just the backup.
Yeah.
As we just had the word just blast over. Oh, I'm glad I stopped it there.
I'm not familiar with that song.
Yeah, unfortunately I am because of this person called my fiance.
Oh.
Emily.
Yeah.
Emily.
I got you.
What?
Show me your teeth.
No, I don't want to see your teeth.
Yo, teeth.
It says teeth.
Show me your...
No, that was teeth. The song's called Teeth.
Like, oh,
you know,
boy.
hey, but is it 2 years ago, Shark Week used that song, so...
Really?
Yeah, it was great. They had
Show me your teeth,
the shark, and the shark.
I get it. It's very punny.
Yes, it wasn't subtle at all.
They so back on the hip hop thing.
Sorry.
I think that we as a society now are kind of we're saying it's okay to be this persona.
Well, go back to what we were saying. Look at Dr. Dre.
Right. He's
The
not a real
album-
thug now.
the album Straight Outta
I don't really
Compton-
buy that he was a real thug then.
Maybe he was as a kid and he brought it, but usually it's tougher. You don't have the backing to make it out of the hood.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I feel like
Very
real true
rare.
thugs are either dead or in jail or...
Look at who's the guy that went to jail with all the diamonds in his teeth. He had to have them removed.
Who? I don't remember.
God, see, this is where we're supposed to do research.
Not a hip hop
folks.
guy.
Rap.
The Game? Oh, I don't know.
Newer
than The Game?
Yeah, he did a song, Prom Queen. Sounds like this. I
don't know. I'm just going to go by what the students always say, free boozy.
Well, it's not Boosie.
Well, I don't know.
Traffic ain't dead, Gonzalez.
I don't know.
Traffic ain't dead.
I don't know.
I
If it
can't
ain't
believe
Boosie,
that
I don't know
guy's
who it is.
still relevant. No. Well, those of you watching that actually know rap. The guy that said
Prom Queen.
the guy that sang Prom Queen.
How does he sound again? Gucci Mane.
Nope.
Don't know that.
Look up Prom King.
All right, I will.
So, he's actually a college graduate, super smart, and literally high GPA in college. Like, he is not the person he portrays in his music. He does it because it makes him money.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I want to look his name up.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Did he go to USF?
I don't think he went to USF. Maybe USC or something like that.
Oh my goodness, man. Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne, thank you.
You didn't know Lil Wayne?
Couldn't bring up his name. You told me I didn't know it. I gave you everything I could.
Yeah, you sound just like him.
Yeah, thanks. I've been practicing that voice. Lil Wayne is, he's not a thug at all. He just plays one on TV. Although he did go to jail for something, but I think it was gun possession or something.
Yeah, or tax fraud or something crazy. Lil Wayne has been on ESPN, and he's pretty intelligent.
Very intelligent.
He's not your typical, like, I'm a thug, I'm not
that's why Dave Chappelle made fun of him. Do you remember the Lil Wayne Dave Chappelle skits?
No.
He'd be like, yeah. Oh, that's
Lil Jon.
Little John.
He's smart too.
Yeah, okay, well then let's segue to Little John. So you got a guy who portrays this complete thug with his chalice,
Yeah.
And then even Dave Chappelle made fun of the fact that he was like uber intelligent because he'd be like, yeah.
Yeah,
and
he's
he'd
a
be
smart guy.
Do you want to do carry on? He's like, well, actually, it depends on whether I'm going to have a connecting flight to blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, right.
Great
Yeah.
skits.
Yeah.
Great skits.
But the students don't see that.
And it's changed too, because look at Dr. Dre. The guy is a TV star now. Look at Ice-T.
Oh, Ice-T.
Or sorry,
Ice Cube.
I don't even keep these guys straight.
Ice-T's a TV star.
Both of them.
Yeah,
one of
he
them's
was
on
on, like,
SVU
CSI.
and one's on CSI.
Yeah.
What thug makes it on television?
None.
These are marketing
Very intelligent
kings.
man. Yeah.
Marketing kings.
Yeah. No, I couldn't agree with you
And that's
more.
all straight out of Compton is. We were successful during this time. Let's make a movie about it, and I'll give my son some work on top of it. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
He kickstarted his son's career with this movie, too.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
That's
he had
what
him
it
on the
was about.
VMAs.
Yeah.
He came out with his son. It's all... And of course, for our, present society, this movie was a neat revisiting of that time.
Mm-hmm.
Which, yes, in the thick of it, they probably lived this life to portray it. But I think when they went home, they sat and watched TV just like someone else.
Yeah, I don't know if they're
not sitting there with the gun in their pants.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And
expecting someone to walk in the front door.
But I think that's what they want society to think, and I think that the kids, and I say kids, high school kids, probably thought it then, and definitely think it now. Like these people are just nonstop.
So go to now. With Twitter, you have to keep up the persona.
Yeah.
If you tweet, if Lil Wayne was to tweet now, sitting at his laptop, and on the laptop he's like watching the History Channel
Or
it's
stock
over.
market.
Yeah, or stock market. It's over.
Yeah.
It is over.
Yeah.
He's lost his crowd.
Yeah. So what would he have to be looking at? Like fights?
Yeah, World Star.
World Star. It's the
Yeah.
only thing you can look at.
Yeah, World Star has turned into it's called World Star Hip Hop.
Yeah.
So that's part of the culture.
Yeah. And it's the dumbest website ever.
So that's what. Okay, so let's get back to this. Kids have not changed.
No.
We listen to Salt and Peppa. We listen to Dr. Dre.
Yeah. Celine Dion.
These songs talked about drugs. Celine Dion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah.
Used to say stuff that got them in
Yeah.
trouble. It was part of the deal, but they didn't live it constantly for us. All we had to do was assume they were like their music. Now, you have to see them.
Yeah, it has to be in every minute, every day.
And I think Tupac and Biggie kind of started that thing because it became real. Like the whole East Side, West Side.
I can tell you one thing that kind of bothered me, especially with our youth, is I saw a video the other day on my wife's Facebook that this guy, it was I don't know, the first of the month or something. And he gets his cell phone and he plugs in the number from the back of his EBT card and it tells him you got $350.
But
and
it's a cell phone.
He celebrates. And it's like a smartphone like this. It's and he celebrates and all his boys are laughing. congratulated. It's like, oh man, congrats. You found a way to scam the system. That's
the scamming.
That's something that's celebrated now. You know what I mean? Whereas before,
if you can beat the system,
he should have his boys should have been like,
well, drops were real bad.
Yeah,
drops. Drops were horrible. Like stealing money from people.
I mean.
And then it's like treasured.
Okay. Yeah,
no, treasured.
Yeah.
Here's my giant pink Hummer with pink rims.
Yeah.
You know how I got this.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it is troubling, to say the least.
It's definitely, I heard someone say that back in the day, and we've gotten to the point where shame is a bad thing. I accept that. But back in the day, because my family didn't have a lot of money, but we didn't want anyone to know.
That's what I mean. Now you wear it as like a badge of honor. Like I'm broke and I'm living life and I'm loving it.
It definitely has become this different double standard in the fact that you're supposed to be glad that you're on.
So this video here is going on YouTube, right? Maybe
so far.
So what I would recommend is, I don't know if you agree.
Just stop talking about this subject. No, I'm just kidding.
We're
not recording. Did you? I hit the button. I'm kidding. We're recording.
Put your comments. Right.
Oh, Jesus.
If you have comments, put them underneath the video.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lock the comments on this.
What do you think about
trolls?
Yeah, maybe.
And we're high school teachers.
So no comments.
I think locking the comments is a good thing.
Safe.
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Because if, let's say, some student comes on, drops the N-word, now it's become a personal thing.
Yeah.
With us and the school and the student.
N-word neat. Like, what if a student comes on and says, "This is neat"?
I don't think the word we're looking for is neat. So.
All right. I don't know which word you're talking about then.
There it is. I found the sound. I finally found the sound. These are clearly marked too, by the way. I don't know how I missed it.
So, yeah, I don't know. But I think my students this year, I definitely have a better, I think maybe the tide is changing. I think 8 years of our, what's going on now, I think it's starting to shift things. People are starting to see that.
We're in the 7th year, by the way, if you're trying to reference a certain person.
Well, it'll be 8 pretty soon. That maybe it's wishful thinking. 8.
You got another year.
Yeah, I got another year of this. So then I think maybe they're getting fed up with it.
I don't know.
Maybe they're seeing that we're not really going
Because I still
anywhere.
hear my kids talking about Jordans.
So, and they're going to do that.
We were talking about African American heroes in class the other day, and Bachman, in our show that didn't air yet, it's not going to. But
it's not?
Because it's time sensitive. The other part will. We'll air the other part. We don't really provide them a lot of heroes from their own community.
I agree.
Because we haven't. If you were to ask, name the inventors from the Industrial Revolution, they're all going to be white. And these are our heroes of our society. Yeah. And even some Hispanics, Jose Marti, people like that. Mm-hmm. When you get to civil rights, and Bachman was right about this, you have like 5 people you teach. Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Malcolm X, and he said even few people get to where you need to get with Malcolm X, which is the change. Mm-hmm. And we provide them nothing. And then we talked about that, what did you call the professional day where they had the questions of all the African American people, and we couldn't get them right?
Oh, yeah.
But even Bachman missed most of them?
Yeah.
Then I knew we had a problem. We are not providing heroes for them to be like, which exist. These people exist. They invited that guy yesterday, and look how he was treated.
It's our society, though. It's our society.
True.
But who treated him like that?
Our students. Teenagers.
That's what I'm saying. They're not willing to accept it. What can you do?
But that's not teenagers. You cannot fault teenagers until they're old enough to make their own decisions. And if you think a 15-year-old is ready.
Yeah, but okay. So
it's got to be come from somewhere, like home.
But look who's making. Bingo.
I completely accept, and this is across the board.
Bingo.
This
You
is
just
not
said-
just
you just said it.
This is not just one culture.
No.
Homes
This is across the
have
board.
completely changed because of the family unit, maybe.
That's another. Listen,
And I'm not a religious person, but I think
that's super
religion has a
controversial.
lot to do. I agree.
The whole family unit thing is super controversial because you're always going to have somebody say, I was raised by my mom and I'm successful, blah, blah. But
Agreed.
they don't understand that statistically
But their mom had to give up their life to raise them.
Statistically speaking, they're the anomaly. It's not a common thing. You know what I mean? It's fairly uncommon for a single parent to raise one or multiple successful
And tell me if
children.
you agree with this, because you and I haven't had this happen. You know, our parents were together most of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
So usually the mother is on their own with the child, right?
Yep.
So whether they're 20 or 25, they themselves have their life ahead of them, as well as the child having their whole life ahead of them.
Mm-hmm.
So my theory is that as a single mom, you have a decision to make, and the decision revolves around,
My life or my kids?
do I give up my life and not go out, not try and find a father figure
Right.
for my child, and become the father figure for my child? I have then sacrificed a part of my life that I probably was looking forward to with a person before, and now it's taken from me. So then you have the other option, which is I go out and I leave my child either with a babysitter or at home, and there is no figure.
Right.
Is that our door?
That is our door.
We're going to pause right now and have to answer our door.
What
We
is
need
this,
like a
man?
worker.
Yeah, what is this?
We need like a worker. Caesar, you want to come sit with us and talk to us? Shut the door. Caesar can comment. No, he probably can't. Caesar?
Are you? Who's editing these?
No one yet. They're not being
But they're
edited.
going to be.
Yeah, I think Landy will edit. We'll start Landy editing.
Okay.
So
I have a
Caesar,
student waiting for me, by the way, at my room to take a test.
are you serious right now?
Swear.
So now you have to make a decision, Gonzalez.
Yeah. So I think the
Good
decision
planning.
is this. Well, I
You
mean,
just end this episode. We got nowhere and just scrap it. I don't want to. We were getting controversial, anyways.
yeah. Or how about we segue Caesar in?
And you want me to sit with Caesar?
Yeah.
Caesar, do you have a two-parent household? No?
That's
All
perfect.
right. We're going to sub you in. You can say no to any of these questions. So come sit down first, and then Gonzalez is going to leave you with me.
Yeah.
And father and son are going to have a good talk.
No, stepfather.
Stepfather and son.
Bachman is his dad.
No. Who would claim that, man?
Put that on your.
He is in his first rodeo.
He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Look at this.
Is this the message? You have someone in your classroom? You're
Basically
not.
from Miss O.
So start us off, Gonzalez. One of the discussions, Caesar, is that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So one of the discussions we're having is how hip hop, rappers, all that crap, they're providing influence for our children, but that hasn't changed, right? So it's our generation, my parents' generation, everybody's been influenced by artists.
Even Elvis was controversial.
Yeah, for his time, of course. But what has changed is the family structure, right? So I knew that I could listen to rap or whatever, hip hop and rock or whatever, you know what I mean? And come home and I knew that
And you weren't
I was
gonna
eating
act
dinner
like
at the
them.
table.
Yeah.
I knew that I would get my lip busted if I said something back to him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's this, I had this family structure, and so did he for the most part, right? And we were saying that something like 70% of I know black kids grow up with single family household. Hispanic, the percentages are not far behind, if not equal.
White families aren't staying together either.
And white families aren't staying together either. So what now if these children these days are only drawing their influence from these artists or outside influences, and they're not getting checked at home like they should be, what's to come of that, right? And I know that you said you are single parent household, right? Mom or dad?
Mom.
Oh yeah, she wants you to get a job.
No,
Right?
she actually doesn't.
She doesn't
That's
want
the
you to
whole
get a job?
reason Bachman's here, riding this boy constantly on getting a job, and it's really his mom that needs him at home.
Nah, she actually doesn't want me
Studies?
to do that.
No? She wants you to study.
She wants me to study. Focus on that.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's what I would
She said-
Put that
recommend.
smack down on
she,
Bachman.
she's one of those moms that's I would do all this for you. I don't mind buying you all this clothes and all this stuff right now, but in the long run, you need to like, not disappoint me. So that's why I feel like if I don't graduate in white, that she won't say, like, yeah, she's disappointed, but deep down it's kind of.
Can I ask you a really personal question, and you can stop this here if you want, Cesar, because this was a discussion. I had a theory that a mother pretty much has to either give up her life for her kid, or kind of neglect her kid to keep finding a father figure, which both are an important part of life. Yeah. And to do one or the other is sacrificing something of the other.
Yeah.
Do you think your mom's giving up everything for you? That's a lot of pressure.
I think
it's a lot of pressure.
I think, in a way, I think she has, because she really doesn't like
go out.
Yeah, she doesn't go out.
She probably. She goes. You think she hates you for that?
Nah, I don't think she
kidding. I made that up.
Set up. Yeah. What a loaded question.
You have to answer that question. All right, guys. I'm out of here.
Cesar's going to cry on the way home today for what you just said.
I got a student that has to take a test.
Teachers have work to do even when we're off.
Yep.
Well, we were done working 20 minutes ago, folks. All right, Cesar, throw on those headsets.
Oh, man, this is...
You're getting in the high class now. Have you heard yourself on the headsets yet?
Never.
Oh, wait do you hear yourself? See you, Gonzalez. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Yeah, wait do you hear yourself? Wait do you hear yourself? Check.
Hello. Oh my.
Don't you sound great?
That is.
Yes.
Now I know how the radio people feel.
It does. That's why we love being behind this. That's why even though half of these aren't going to ever be seen by anyone.
True.
We love doing them. I don't know why. It's really weird.
It's a good feeling.
So do you have any other stuff you want to add on that? I mean, this is what the rest of. I mean, I don't think it's going to get better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I think marriage will turn into this like business venture that you sign for 5 years, and after 5 years you decide when do you want to do another 5 years, like a contract.
Yeah, like basketball, like.
Or you get traded.
Yeah, you get traded.
Or you do the free agent thing, which some had to do often. My mom went free agent on my dad. I was leaving for college, and my mom's like, I think I'm going to go free agent next year. And I'm like, you're getting a divorce? Yeah, it was rough, bro. It's happening to kids younger and younger, but you want to talk about rough for me, and I was 18. You expected them to be together their whole lives.